this is Amy Hildebrandt with the Oak Creek Recreation Department on this rainy morning. We are going to do a seated exercise, so make sure that you have your chair available. Weights as well. Again, it is up to you what size weight, whether it be 1 pound, 2 pound, 3 pounds. I wouldn't go too heavy. And today we want our stress ball. If you don't have a stress ball, you can roll up a cloth and use that to squeeze. So we won't be using it right away, so I'm putting it off to the side. One last thing, remember, go at your own pace and make sure that you have water after class to stay hydrated. Okay, nice and easy. We're going to roll those shoulders. Make sure that you're midway on that chair. We do not want that back up against the back of the chair. We're thinking about staying nice and tall. A string from the top of your head pulling you upright. And then we're going to rotate forward, alternating. Bring it up to neutral, arms out to the side, reach from one side to the other. And bring it back to the center, palms come up. We're going to fist those hands, pull it into the shoulders, then back out. Last one, bring it up, and then we're going to pull those elbows in towards the center to do a butterfly press. Last one, take those hands down, hammer curl for recovery. Those hands are above the head. All right, hands to about a 90 degree, and we're going to lift those elbows up, just warming up those shoulders. Don't forget to put on music at home. Unfortunately, we're not able to play music during this workout. Hold it here. We're going to pull those palms away, squeeze those elbows back, very small movement, up and down. And take those hands down. Palms face away. We're going to wake up those obliques by reaching one hand down and then the other. And bring it back to the center. We're going to take those hands up. We're going to pull one elbow back as that other hand extends forward. Alternate sides. Continue. Hold this hand out, make that triangle between the fingers and the thumb. We're going to pull those elbows back and slightly down. Opens up that chest. Last one here. Take those elbows down, palms face each other. We're going to fist those hands. Reach one up, one down. Try and keep those elbows a little bit more forward rather than out to the side. Okay, and then we're going to take them up to shoulder height. We're going to take and extend those fingers. We're going to drop one hand into the center, keeping that elbow high, pulling it back up. Other side. Good, take it down, hammer curl. All right, we are going to start by bringing those knees up into that nice march, starting with the hands on the hips. So up and down, working those hip flexors, the quads, glutes a little. Okay, we're going to add those hands. So hands start down at the floor level here, and then we're going to bring them up, bringing them close to the ears. And again, those arms are going to come as close as you can to the ears on that upswing. All right, now to a runner's arms. Arms are bent, swinging forward and back. Again, still that march. And then we're going to extend those hands. One comes forward, one back, flexing that wrist at the top. All right, we're going to slow that march by taking and fisting one hand. We're going to lift that knee up, place our hand anywhere from the knee down towards the ankle. Depends how high you lift that knee, where that hand's going to touch. We're just going to touch it. We're not going to smack it hard, just a touch. So here, and then alternate sides. Keep that chest tall. One more each side. Now we're going to lift that leg and we're going to try and push down slightly on it. We're not going to push real hard, but we want to be able to feel a little bit of resistance. So here. And then jumping jacks out and in. Okay, for the next one, you're going to have to come forward just slightly on that chair. Again, we don't want to be too far forward so that we're unstable, but enough that we can move around those legs a little bit. We're going to start with that hand up to the side. All we're going to do is bring that hand down, again, no circle E here, and then we're going to bring the opposite foot up towards the center so we can touch that foot. So here, really lift and pull that shoulder back as the hand rises. Last one, this side, take both hands down, roll the shoulders back a few times. And we did one side, so we have to do that other side. So bringing that hand up, once again, opposite leg, foot's gonna come up towards the center. Touch, back. And hand comes down. All right, we're going to take that heel out. Hands can be on hips. All right, we're going to start with the hands into the center and up, and then out to the side. So here, out. Last one, take those hands down, one forward, one side. Again, still that heel out. And then reach it up. We're going to take it forward, just like a train runs on a track, up and down. Hold those elbows in. All you do is take those hands in and out. And then we're going to reach down towards that foot, slowing it back down a little. Last one. All right, we're going to extend one leg, flexing the foot. Both hands are going to be flexed, and then we alternate legs. And change it to the opposite hand towards the opposite foot. Try and keep that chest tall. Last one, nice and tall here, clasp those hands. We're going to do our woodcutter. So hand goes up towards the top and then comes down towards that opposite hip. Really reach it up. Great job. Roll those shoulders back a few times. And then to that other side, clasping those hands up and then down to the opposite hip. And down. All right, we're going to go ahead and grab our weights today. Find your position once again. Roll those shoulders down the back. We're going to start by having those palms up. We're going to reach those hands forward, pull them back, keeping those elbows close to the body. Out, in. Take those hands down, palms face at a 45-degree angle in. We're going to take and lift those arms to about shoulder height, maybe a little bit more. You should feel the shoulder blades coming towards the back as we raise them up. Great job. Okay, we're going to cross one hand, place it on the thigh, cross that other one across so that it's touching that shoulder. We're going to take and drop it down. We have to be very cognizant of where that weight is. We don't want to bang it on that leg at all. Okay, so really slow and controlled here. We're going to bring it down and across, and then palm faces down as we lift up, elbow is bent. Bring it back. Great job. Take it down. We have to go to that other side. So taking it across, once again, making sure you know where that weight is so we don't hit it on that leg. Bringing it down, lifting it up. Great job. Okay, we're going to take that hand, bring it across once again, palm faces that shoulder. We're going to lift the elbow up. As we do that, the palm faces away. So we're working that shoulder lift. Try and keep that elbow in line with the shoulder. Don't have it too far off to the side. These are a little more intense, so we only do 8 of them. So on one side, now we have to do that other side, lifting, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, we're gonna take and drop one weight for a little bit here. We're gonna lean back to the back of the chair. Okay, we're going to take and raise that one hand with the weight straight up. We're going to place that hand just below that elbow. Okay, that helps keep it a little bit more stable. We're going to take that hand back. We're going to push forward as we rotate that palm away from us. Hammer to push away. Working that tricep. Great job. Take it down. We have to go to that other side. So once again, reaching it up, placing that hand just below that elbow, pulling it back, rotating so the palm is forward as we come forward. And last one. Go ahead and bring it up nice and tall. We're going to hold that weight on each side. We're going to start with our J stroke. So we're going to take and drop it to one side, lift it up, bring it back to the center. Down and up. Last one here. All right, place it on that chest, look up, and we're just going to push those hands up into the air. Great job. V out those legs. We're going to take the hand, reach it down towards that foot, pull that elbow back, and then our reach over. So reach, pull, up. Last one, this side. And bring it up. We're going to do a modified back extension. Legs are still V'd out here. We have our weight. We're going to hold that weight so the palms are up at the end of the weight. If you're holding a can of food, you can have it this way. It's just easier this way if we have a weight that has an end that's bulbous. Okay, nice and tall here. Remember, keep that back straight, the apple and orange between the chin and the chest. Don't curl, because that makes the back automatically curl. All we're going to do is come forward and pull it up. And again, hands stay where they are. This adds a little bit more intensity to the movement. So we're coming forward and lift. Great job. Now we have to do that reach towards the foot, pull that elbow back, reach over on the, excuse me, on the opposite side. So reach, pull it back, over. Last one here. All right, we're gonna drop that weight so we can work those legs a little bit. Today we're gonna be leaning back against that chair, holding that frame, try and keep that back as straight as possible. We're gonna pull those knees up to the center, and then we're gonna try and drag those feet to the side. They don't have to touch the ground if you don't want to, but we're gonna bring it back up and then to the opposite side. So here, drop, lift. Bring it back into the center for a rest. Okay, now we're gonna pull those feet up, and then we're gonna try and get those heels out, almost like a bicycle kick today. So up, and then alternate. Take it down for a rest. Then last one is gonna be that crisscross. Again, very small movement here, alternating what foot is on top. Take it down, lift it up. We're gonna grab our weights again. We have to work those arms a little bit more. So we're gonna V out those legs once again, cross those weights so we have more weight. We're gonna place that elbow to the inner thigh to do our concentration curl. Hand to that opposite thigh. Once again, a count of 2 down and a count of 2 up. Don't let that arm fully extend. Keep a slight bend to that elbow. Inhale down, exhale up. We're going to take it down about halfway, and then we're just going to pulse at 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it up. We have to go to that other side. Once again, elbow to that inner thigh, hand to that other thigh. Count of 2 down. Inhale down, exhale up. Always exhaling on that exertion. Okay, bringing down that halfway, and then pulsing 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pulling it up. All right, hands by sides. We're going to start by just pulling those elbows up and back. So here, opening up that chest and down. Last one here. All right, palms face back. All we're gonna do is lift those elbows like we're a marionette and there's a string attached to them. So lift. Great job. Now we have to swing those hands forward. And again, no rotation in or out, just forward. Watching those knees as we come back. We don't want to accidentally hit them with those weights. Hands are at sides. We're going to hinge forward. We're going to start with our regular row. So palms face in, pulling it back. And last one, we're going to take those hands up to the shoulders, push them back. Okay, this one we're going to take them back, and then we're going to hold them back there and pulse it in and out. So take it back, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it back and down. Lift it up. We're going to take and place those weights on the floor. We are going to grab our stress ball. Okay, elbow is going to be bent, palm faces up between the fingers and that pad of the thumb. We're just going to squeeze and release. Okay, we're going to try that squeeze and hold. So go ahead. 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Okay, we have to do that again. 3, 2, 1, and release. And again, 2, 1, release. This is our last one, so squeeze it in, 1, and release. Take it to that other side. Once again, squeeze and release at will to start. Okay, we're going to do that squeeze and hold. So 4, 3, 2, 1, release. We have to do that again. Squeeze, 3, 2, 1, release. And again, 2, 1, release. And last one, squeeze, 1, release. All right, we're going to take it back to that first hand. We're going to place that hand down, kind of dangling, slight bend to that elbow. Palm faces back to start. We're going to squeeze there, rotate forward, squeeze. So forward and back. All right, taking it to that other side. Again, starting with that palm facing back, elbow is slightly bent. Squeeze forward, squeeze back, and then squeeze forward, alternating. All right, nice and tall. We're going to interlace those fingers, placing it between both pads of the thumb. Elbows are nice and wide. All we're going to do is squeeze it in and release it. Last one here. Rest those hands for a second. We're going to keep it in the same position because we're going to take it up over the head. As we do that, we're going to squeeze in and then bring it down after each one. Again, leaving it up there can cause havoc with your circulation. You'll get tingly. That's why we come down after each one. So coming up, squeeze, and down. Last one here. All right, we're gonna place that ball back here. We have to do a little bit of abdominal work today. So again, we're gonna take and cross those hands to the shoulders. We're gonna bring that back all the way to the back of the chair. We're gonna pull it forward using that rectus abdominis. And again, we're gonna just touch the elbows to the knees. Do not jam them in there or they cause bruising. We don't want that to happen. So again, taking it back, bringing it forward. Inhaling back, exhaling forward. Try to really not bounce off that back of the chair, just touch it gently and then use those abdominals to pull you forward. And last one this way. We're going to bring it up nice and tall. We're going to do 3 to each side, rotating, okay? And again, we're going to stay to one side and then we'll do the other side. So bringing it back, pulling it forward, rotating, exhaling, bringing it up and back. Last one this side. And the other side. All right, extend those hands at shoulder height. We're going to hinge back just slightly so the abs engage and pulse those hands. Palms up, pulsing still. And palms face center. We're going to drop one hand, look towards it as we reach it back, pull it back forward. One more to each side. And bring it all the way up. We're going to go ahead and get up out of the chair any way you'd like. And then we're going to step behind it. Okay, since you can't see me very well while I'm stepped behind it, I'm going to step to the side of it. But again, you guys would be behind it for stability. The chair is there. Okay, we're going to start off with single heel raises. So taking that foot, the right one, across the back of the left one, and just holding it there. We're not curling it around or anything, just holding. And then we're going to come up onto the ball of the foot. And since these are a little bit more intense, we're only going to do 8 of them. So we did one side, now we have to do the other. So the left leg goes behind the right. And once again, we're going up onto the ball of the foot. Hand is holding onto that chair for stability. Great job. We're going to start with that right leg. We're going to bend that knee, flex the foot, and then we're going to take it off to the side, bring it back in, and then we're going to go off to the back and side. So there's 2 movements in one here. So bend it, flexing that foot, taking it out, in, back. Great job. Step that foot down. We're going to take that heel up to the glute, squeezing that hamstring. All right, step back a half a step. We're gonna take that right leg, we're gonna rotate it so the heel goes towards the center, and we're gonna try and lift that leg across that standing leg. Standing leg is slightly bent, so here, and then we're gonna lift. And step it down. We're gonna move that chair over so we can work on our left side. Move my weights out of the way. Okay, once again, we're gonna do that 2-in-1 movement. So we're gonna bend the knee, flex the foot, take it out to the side, pull it back in, and then kind of back into the side. So bring it up, out, 1, and last one. Step it down, heel comes to that glute, squeezing the hamstring. And last one. Step it down, and we are going to take that leg and step back a half a step. Take that outer leg, the left, rotate the heel in. Once again, very small movement. We're going to take it up and across that standing leg. Standing leg is slightly bent. And last one, step it down. Okay, you guys are going to be behind the chair. I am going to be to the left of the chair so that you can see what I'm doing. Okay, we are going to start off with a lunge. So we're going to take and bring one foot back. Come forward just a little because of the wall. And keep it there. Okay, we're going to really work that quad today. So we're going to drop that back knee towards the floor. We're going to tilt to an upright position and try and hold it for a few seconds. So down, tilt it back, and hold. And push it up. Okay, we have to go to that other side real quick to do that lunge. Pulling it back. Oh, wrong leg. Remember, it's the outside leg that's forward. Nice lunge, stretching that calf. All right, that harder thing where we bring that knee towards the floor, tilt back slightly so that we're in upright position, and then try and hold it. And bring it up. All right, great job. While we're still standing, we're going to do just a little bit of a stretch. Legs are going to be out to the sides, kind of wide. We're going to rotate one foot off to the side and reach that hand up and over. We're placing that hand on the bent knee. Stretching through the side here. Chair is here if you have to hold on. And bring it up. We're going to rotate that foot in. The other one goes out. Once again, reaching up and over. And bring it up. We're going to rotate the feet forward. We're going to use that chair. We're going to bend at the hips, pushing that chair forward until we're kind of hanging by those shoulders. So, coming forward, and again, you should feel it through the back, shoulders, even through the hamstrings here. Knees are bent, not locked out. Take one hand to the thigh, Bend back slightly, the other hand, and roll it up. Okay, pull it in. We're gonna go ahead and sit down, holding that chair back. We're gonna start by taking those feet a little bit further away from our chair and just pulling the toes up. We lifted the heels earlier, now we're gonna lift those toes. And slide them back to neutral here. We're gonna take one hand, cross it over that opposite knee. Take the other hand behind. We're gonna exhale as we rotate to look over that shoulder for the spinal twist. Bring it back forward and center it up before we go to that other side. Again, exhaling as we rotate to look over that shoulder. Bring it back forward. All right, nice and tall here. We're gonna take and reach those hands up over the head. Elbows are kind of wide here. We're gonna try and keep that shoulder down as we lift the rib cage up to one side, pull it back down. Other side, lift and down. Alternating here, lift and down. One more to each side, lift and down, lift and down. Take those hands down, roll the shoulders back. Okay, a little bit more stretch in the back. We're gonna take those feet and V them out. Knees are still bent, so we have some stability here. Chest is gonna be tall, arms out to the side. We're gonna take the opposite hand towards the opposite foot. It will not touch, but again, we're gonna reach that way. So bringing it down, notice the chest stays up, bringing it up to the other side. Last one, and pull those legs back in. We're gonna stack those hands, once again, 2 pulses to each side. So pulse, pulse, center it up, pulse, pulse. Try and have it up in the upper torso. Those knees shouldn't be wiggling around too much. One more to each side. Last back stretch, hands go to those thighs. We're gonna tuck that chin as we arch that back. And lift that chin, swing those arms back, grasp the frame of the chair as we have that chin up and the shoulders back. And release it. Nice and tall here. We're going to take one hand, pull it across and in. Again, shoulder is down, not up by ear. And then we have to take that arm up and over for the tricep stretch. So guide that hand below the elbow and up and over. Reach that hand up. We're going to circle it around back. Palm goes back as well. Take the wrist with that opposite hand. Gentle pressure. Make sure those shoulders are back and not hunched forward as we do this. We're not yanking. It's just a very gentle downward pressure. And release. Okay, we have to do that other side, so the arm is going to come across and pulling it in. Shoulder is down, not up by the ear. And then we're gonna guide that hand underneath that elbow, lifting it up, nice and tall here. Reach that hand up nice and tall, swing it around back, palm behind us, grab that wrist. Very gentle pressure with the shoulders back here. And release. Okay, we have to work on our wrists, so we're going to flex one hand, place the palm on the fingers, and gentle pressure here, not too much. And switch. Okay, we're going to droop one hand, gentle pressure on the outside of that hand. And other side. One more time, swinging those hands back, grasp that frame, lift the chest and the chin. And release it. Take those hands to the thighs. We're going to take the ear to the shoulder. Center it up, ear to the opposite shoulder. Center it up, we're going to look towards one shoulder, feeling it in the back of the neck versus the side. Center it up, other side, looking towards that shoulder. Center it up. We're going to take those hands to the heart center. 3 deep breaths. And 2 shoulder rolls back. And we are done for today. I hope you enjoyed this seated workout with a little bit of standing. And don't forget to drink that water after class to stay hydrated. We'll see you next time. Thank you and bye.